And so for those that are just struggling with feeling like you're not good enough, or that, you're not good enough for the love of Christ or God, just don't believe it. It's a lie. It's a lie of the enemy. And God literally sent himself here in order to restore you and reconcile you back to him. And repentance, your heart posture being truly pointed towards him. He shows us over and over again how much weight that has with him through David, who, made mistakes and murdered and committed adultery and all those things. It's just whatever path you've taken, just know that you're a human being, and therefore you are going to make mistakes. You're going to make mistakes in your life. You're going to make mistakes in your children's lives. You're going to make mistakes in the people's lives that you care about the most. You just are. Again, including yourself and in your relationship with Christ. And he knew that. He knew that. He knows that. He knew that. He knows what's coming, right? And so I just pray that, you feel his presence, that you go to him. Don't listen to people condemning you for whatever you got going on. You go to him. You tell him the real. You tell him how you feel. You just allow your heart to just leak out to him, and you see how he handles you, not how people handle you, because he doesn't move like the world moves, right? So just that reminder of that he's loving, and consider that maybe you don't even know what loving means yet, because it does not mimic the way of this world at all. And then, of course, for, those of us, meaning like human beings, followers of Christ, that can be self-righteous and try to make, oneself feel better by comparing themselves to another. It's useless. It's useless. And it's delusion, because there is no comparing when God calls you. It's about you, right? So comparing yourself is totally useless, and it's also just it's not helpful. If you actually want to grow, self-righteousness is not going to help you get there. And self-righteousness is rooted in insecurity anyways, right? Something that you may be judging yourself about. And so you instead flip it and judge other people to make yourself feel better, right? As human beings, we can do that. And so if you're feeling that self-righteousness, just know also that it is not by our works, it's by his grace that we are saved, right? So we're saved, we're loved, not because we're good, not because we did X, Y, and Z. We're saved because he is good. And he came because he came despite everything, and despite being rejected by the world, by human beings, by us, right? I can think of times where I rejected him. Despite that, he knew and was like, yeah, but I'm going to give you this opportunity to be reconciled back to me because I love you. I'm going to give you this. It's not because of something that you did. It's just because you're his child. And so the self-righteousness, just, if that's something that you're struggling with, whether you know it or not, just remember that it's not because you're better than anybody that you are saved. It's not. It's you submitting your life to Christ, and, and choosing to be reconciled back to God through your repentance and admission of your own shortcomings and your own sin does not make you any better than anyone else. In fact, it gives you more responsibility, if anything. It gives you more responsibility to honestly, to share that he's a good God that has accepted you despite your filth. Because we all got it. So grace is great, and sometimes grace and love is hard to accept. Nevertheless, it's there for us to accept it, and it's not there because we are these wonderful people that deserves it. No, it's there because he knows that we've tried and tried to get it right, and we can't, and we don't have to get it right to be saved, and thank God for that.